I don't like being in this situation. I don't like having to sit up here and answer these questions about me not being able to play on Sunday.
This is CBS 2 News at 5. Bears quarterback Jay Cutler talking for the first time since being benched. Good afternoon. I'm Rob Johnson. Kate is off. The highest paid quarterback opened up after practice. Ryan Baker is here to tell us what he had to say.
You know, this is like another episode of a bad reality show. Just when you think it can't get any worse, here we go. It hasn't even been a full calendar year since the Bears made Jay Cutler the NFL's highest paid player at over $22 million for this season alone. Well, on Sunday, he'll be an expensive backup quarterback. Today at practice, Cutler was reduced to helping Jimmy Clausen get ready to face the Detroit Lions. Head coach Mark Trestman claims it was his decision to sit his struggling starter with just 2 games left in a 5-9 disaster. Cutler was candid about getting benched for the very first time in his football career.
Shocked, I think, at first, and then disappointed. I didn't see it coming. But I think anytime you lose a lot of games and you don't play as well as you hope, there's a chance that could happen.
Cutler says he wants to stay with the Bears and that he wouldn't have a problem playing for Mark Trestman in the future. Neither one of them are guaranteed to be back here next season as it stands. Later in sports, we'll hear from the new starting QB, Jimmy Clausen.
That had to be tough. He said it at the top of the show. That had to be tough, sitting up there talking about why this guy who's paid like an elite quarterback isn't playing.
I would say this. If Jay Cutler won games the way he won today's press conference with his professionalism, he'd still be the starting quarterback of the Chicago Bears.
Fair enough. All right. Talk to you a little bit later. Thanks, Ryan.
Mark Trestman may have only 2 games left in his underwhelming tenure with the Bears, but he reminded us that he's still the head coach by benching his starting quarterback who's owed $54 million. Trestman made it clear today that demoting Jay Cutler was his decision and not a directive from his boss, GM Phil Emery. On Sunday against the Lions, the league's highest paid player this season will be the backup to the unproven Jimmy Clausen. The sudden switch makes sense when you look at Cutler's 24 turnovers and lack of leadership, but not so much with just 2 meaningless games left in a 5-9 train wreck. The Bears may have a tough time finding a taker for Cutler and his hefty contract, but number 6 is realistic about his days in Chicago maybe being numbered. Now, Cutler handled himself like a pro today, but he did admit that he initially didn't take losing his job very well. Trestman sent some mixed signals about how he delivered the news to his entire team. Several players contradicted him, saying that they heard about the benching just like the rest of us. What an utter and complete mess. Well, wouldn't it be nice if fans could decide if it was questionable whether they'd pay full price for a ticket? Well, tonight's Knicks-Bulls game will be less than the price of admission, with Derrick Rose, Taj Gibson, and Carmelo Anthony all out with various ailments. The Celtics have reportedly traded Rajon Rondo to the Dallas Mavericks. A pair of Converse sneakers an auction house says that Michael Jordan wore when he played at North Carolina sold for over $33,000 this morning. With his salary at $1.3 million for Sunday's game alone, Bears backup QB Jay Cutler could afford to buy 40 pair.
Thanks for doing the math for us. Appreciate it.
It's got a lot of problems, but money ain't one of them.
No, it is not. That's for sure. That is our news at 6. I'm Rob Johnson. Tonight on CBS 2 Prime Time, Ryan's back with more on Jay Cutler losing his starting job. Ryan?
That's right. This past January, Bears general manager Phil Emery went all in and bet on Jay Cutler, signing him to a 7-year deal with $54 million in guaranteed money. Well, Emery's hand-picked head coach has pulled his trump card by benching the turnover-prone quarterback as the house of cards at Halas Hall continues to fall. Cutler is now the league's highest-paid backup, with Jimmy Clausen getting his shot against Detroit. We'll see if he can run the offense better than deep sixth and his 18 interceptions. Trestman broke the news to Cutler and Clausen yesterday, but the rest of the team found out about the benching through social media like the rest of us. Hey, with this 5-9 season having long been a dumpster fire, why make the switch now? I doubt he's going to get the cash back, though. It's hard to figure how Jimmy Clausen is going to give the Bears a spark against the Lions' ferocious defense. The former Notre Dame star was a rookie bust in Carolina, losing 9 of his 10 starts with the Panthers back in 2010. Sunday will be his first NFL start since then, but he's preparing for the inopportune opportunity. Now again, Jay Cutler will be active in uniform on Sunday against Detroit. If Jimmy Clausen goes down, which is really a possibility. Facing Ndamukong Suh in that defense,
yeah.
Jay might be back out there. And Mark Trestman said today, this is just for this Sunday against the Lions, although with just 2 meaningless games left, why would you switch it back now? A lot of layers to this story as we continue to scratch our heads at the Bears debacle.
What a mess.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks.